Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Draw Only. It's been too long. Far too long. Hello, darkness. Ooh, okay. Recording. Hello, Nico. What even did I do last? It's been so long. Hi, Canna. I think I just put everything on squash here. So it's got all the abilities. Move find. We'll need move find, of course. I think what I did last time is I settled for 7 full lives off the most recent draw point. I was trying to get 8, but it was proving to be a nightmare, and I just could not get 8. So I settled for 7. Because I was getting really annoyed with it. Right, the next bunch of magics in the list, they're all on the world map, because now the garden becomes mobile. So we've got a lot of flying around to do. We'll get there. Hello, Little Darker, and hello, Adamants, and hello, James. Thank you very much, people. How's everybody doing this morning? Time for some Final Fantasy. Hello, Gareth. Looking forward to seeing how this goes. Thanks, Adamants. I'm looking forward to doing some different Final Fantasy challenges, to be entirely honest with you. I want to, because like we keep talking about different ones that we could potentially try, and exploring that sounds fun, so let's get this one done. Hello, bloody screen. I better see some higher level drawing gameplay. There will be drawing. Hello, Himdog. Hello, JP. Just finished all my uni work. Very good, very good. Right, I assume we've got to go back to the headmaster's office, but I didn't get the choice. It took me down bottom floor instead, and I did. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to go to the quad, right? It's a good thing I've played this game enough. What does Pot of Greed do? Silly, that card is banned. Even though I totally run 3 of them in one deck. It was such a weird, like transition to get used to the fact that in Magic the Gathering you can have 4 of one card and not 3. Unless they're legendaries or something. Poor Squall, he tried his best. Oh, right, I've got to figure out what everyone's setup needs to be, but then again, with how many draw points there are on the world map that we can reach now, something tells me that we're not going to be doing any battles anytime soon. The heat in the UK is killing me. I'm weird because during like the winter and stuff, I got so used to wearing my coat that I had all these pockets. My coat's got like 6 pockets on it, it's great. So I was able to like carry as many things as I needed to. No problem. And now it's like, oh, I don't want to put my wallet and my keys and my phone in my trouser pockets. I had a coat for that. I loved Yu-Gi-Oh! Up until Gen 5. I don't even know what the gens are in Yu-Gi-Oh! I played it in the really early days. And never really paid attention to what came out in what gen or anything like that. Because I didn't really, like, beyond the first series, I didn't watch the show. Just liked the cards, learned how to play, and that was it. Hey, Carrie. FF10 again, maybe. Someone did suggest the Masters mod, but that wouldn't be a video. If I did the Masters mod, it would be like a series of streams. It wouldn't. I don't think I'd make a video out of it. I don't think I'm going to make a Final Fantasy X video for a very, very long time. Because, like, how do I even top what I did in terms of the end result? I kind of blew my load on one Final Fantasy X video, didn't I? Requiem mod for FF8. I'm assuming that's supposed to be, like, difficult. Like, it's a difficulty mod, maybe? It probably already exists. But... is there a Final Fantasy VIII mod that makes it so the enemies no longer level up with you? They just gradually get stronger as you go through the game. Does that exist? Is there a benefit to this, by the way? Like, if you get the most optimal decisions of who plays what instrument, is there a benefit in any way that would help me? I believe Requiem does that. That sounds good. That sounds like my kind of mod. Is it finally time to believe in the heart of the cards? Something tells me that... hello, Josuke, by the way. Something tells me that the Requiem mod is only for, like, the original Steam version of the game. If I had to guess. And not for the remaster. I could be wrong. Hello, Jai. Hello, Bobastics. But yeah, if there's no benefit to picking some optimal instruments, I'm just gonna pick whatever. You play, I'm off. Do you hear this the entire time you're walking off? Till you get here. It is pretty funny how you can just wander off, though. Where is everyone indeed? These people are here. Wait, what happens if you talk to them as Irvine? It's just a shop. I don't already have this? Yeah. I've got the Cardinal. Stop talking to me. Ah! I couldn't get away. I think this is how you get the only pulse ammo in the entire game that you don't have to... like, use abilities to create. I believe that's the truth. You have to talk to him first? Did I already get the pulse ammo, maybe? Maybe I already got it. No, I didn't. So yeah, I believe this is the only pulse ammo you can get in the entire game without junctioning. So that was an interesting tidbit. Hey, Beard. It is funny how it doesn't tell you how many pulse ammo you actually get. It just said, you've received pulse ammo. Okay, how many? You have to go in the menu and see it's 5. But yeah, really annoying because you need 12 pulse ammo for Squall's ultimate weapon. And without junctioning, you just can't do it. And my no junction run was Lion Heartless. Lion Heartless. Get it? Lion Heartless. I'm hilarious. I'm glad the experts agree with me because I'm far from an expert. I just can simply tell you from my own challenge run experience what I've seemingly discovered to be true. Why is Zell's mum here? I'm guessing there's nothing else. You're forced to walk in here. What? Oh, God. Okay. You trip the alarm. For no reason. Sure. Can you just, like, go to the garden? See you. I am out. You can? Here's a tiny snip of the changelog. Enemy alteration... Enemy HP, so all stats. They've been increased. Bosses are immune to negative status effects and gravity attacks. High-level regular enemies have increased negative status resistance. Some are immune to gravity attacks. Some are immune to expulsion. I'm assuming that's like instantly deleting them with, like, Quistis. Many enemy abilities and AI scripts have been altered. HP is now the only stat that can be increased by devouring enemies. Enemies have fixed levels. Hello, Seer of Wolves. Bosses are immune to gravity. Boring. I think the way that would be better is if they took away the ability to run away from encounters. So that you're forced to actually deal with the random encounters as well. I don't think there's any point to going to the garden, right? I'm not missing anything. You touch the radioactive pickle. That's one way of describing it. It looks like you can play Requiem by patching the PS1 version of the game, or you can use it on the Steam version. But I'm guessing you can't do it on Remaster. Hello, Foxicle. Are you near the end? I'm in Fisherman's Horizon. This is still the first visit to Fisherman's Horizon, so that's about how far we are. Irvine can play the piano at rapid speeds. Kind of random how we're like playing a song for them on various instruments, and we can just choose one of them to just start tap dancing. Kind of gots to. Look at her go. Can't talk to anybody else. Christus, can you just have them play the same instruments? Can they just all play the piano at the same time? Sax. You got it. Fisherman's Horizon just drag a bit for me. I hate to be this guy, right? You know how Final Fantasy VIII is like the black sheep up until the series got weird? And it's kind of one of those you either love it or you hate it type deals, I guess. And enough people hate it to the point where it needs to have defenders. And the defenders are constantly pointing out the things that are, like, actually pretty good about the game and how it's a bold new direction. Well, not a new direction, but like a bold decision that they made. They tried something new, etc., etc. The usual positives they tried to spin. It is extremely different, yes. Undeniably. For the longest time, I kind of was one of those Final Fantasy VIII defenders. But I think it's mostly because of nostalgia. I like how they don't remaster the piano itself. Or even the chair that Irvine's sitting on. So it looks like he's not even sitting on it. Hey, Johnny. Yeah, obviously the arguments about FF Final Fantasy is exhausting, of course. But replaying the Final Fantasy games for these challenge runs, I think Final Fantasy VIII was one of my least favourite challenge run experiences. Personally. Like the Final Fantasy X challenge run and the 9 challenge run and the 7 challenge run, I think I got a bit more enjoyment out of it compared to the Final Fantasy VIII ones. So that's my 2 cents, I guess. The games weren't designed to be challenge run. Jesus Christ, Rinoa, your knees. Are you okay? That's a bit better. But when you were bent like that... Is it the story? I don't mind the story. I think the story is actually one of the parts of the game I don't have any problems with. I can't write a good story. I could sit here and be like, oh, I wish the game mechanic did this, or I wish they'd made this decision, or I wish they didn't do this. But if I'm watching the story play out in front of me, and I start saying things like, oh, I wish this happened. But like... Hold on a minute. The people who made this story completely made it from scratch. They had to get artists together. They had to get designers and directors and writers together and actually create a product from scratch. And then translate it all into multiple different languages and try their best to make it make sense in every single language that it's translated into. It's a miracle this game even exists like, in the form that it does. And that's my 2 cents on that. Everyone's like, oh, the story's lame. I'm like, the fact that they've got 6 unique characters is a miracle that you play as. That have their own distinct personalities and stuff. Even in English. Well, I can't really complain about the story. I think my biggest gripe is just the fact that I don't like the enemies leveling up with you. Everything else was just like a bold decision they made to see how it would go. In that they took away MP and made it so that you have a limited number of spells instead, which I don't prefer. But at least one entry in the franchise had to try it. But considering how easy it is just to grind 100 spells of any spell you want as soon as you find the source for it. You could upgrade weapons in this game. It's just a bit not focused on as much because everyone's got like at most 5 weapons. Whereas in the likes of Final Fantasy X or 9 or even 7, everyone's got like dozens and dozens. But yeah, I think I like the idea of what they did in this game, but the execution wasn't always for me. That's about it. I don't know who to take right now, it don't really matter. I think Rinoa might have had, or Rhino might have had the best like magic stat, but at this point it doesn't matter, I'm just gathering magic. Hello, Tor. Right. Now that we're on the world map, with the mobile garden, there are several draw points available to us. There are 2 in Dollet. I've got to remember how to get back on the land. Let me get my list side by side with the chat so I can see everything. Hold up, bear with me. Okay. So we need to go to Dollet, and apparently it is the Holy Glory Cape, the corner of the island on the archipelago northwest of Dollet. Okay. Now, I didn't do great in geography. I may or may not know what an archipelago is. But is it something like this? This isn't northwest though, so I'm guessing this is like not it, but... Oh look, I'm on the Holy Glory Cape. Ignore me. I may have found the right place. Corner of the island on the archipelago, northwest. A collection of small islands, thank you. How do I turn off encounters again? There we go. Is it actually on here? It could be on, like, any of these islands, couldn't it? If it's northwest, then that suggests it's, like... not here, but we'll see. This is more like the most north you can get. What was that? Aura. Yes, that's on here. This is Longhorn Island, apparently. Hold on. Yes. Okay, this is the second one. So there's Quake and there's Aura. I'm going to save. So we want 2 auras. Perfect. So let's put a tick on that one. I'm looking for the Quake now. It might be on one of those other islands. I'll check here just in case. Something tells me it's on here. Perfect. We want 2 Quakes, if possible. Getting lucky today. I probably sped through that a bit too quick for the sake of recording. I could have done with putting that on the screen a bit longer, but oh well. Isn't the whole map more or less an archipelago? I guess you have to do it in relative terms. Looks like someone... the map looks like someone smashed an apple with a sledgehammer. I think the bottom of the map definitely looks like that. With that big hole in the middle. Right, let's put a tick on Quake. Now we need to go to Galbadia. Which means I've got to remember how to get to Galbadia. Can you go through there? Nope. It is... I've got to walk it. Where does it open up? Oh, it's the missile base ruins. Oh, of course, of course. That's over here somewhere. Somewhere. Is it beyond here? Yeah. Here it is. This should be Confuse. Yeah, the big hole probably did get caused by the Lunacry, yeah. Hey, 2 Confuses. Oh, wait, you can get 5 of these. Because this one is rich. Or... the elusive rich draw point on the world map. That's 3 times. Let's try 4. Perfect. Or it was. How are the cats? One of them's an asshole. The other one's a bit dipsy. Although the asshole one did catch and kill a moth the other day. I was like, damn. Alright. I couldn't have stopped that. If we go to timber, we can get rake. The isolated area surrounded by mountains across river south of the D District Prison. So, prison here, south this way. There's Windhill. I always forget how close Windhill is to the prison. Is it actually like here somewhere? Because I don't think you can get here without the garden, right? Yeah, it's probably here somewhere. Let me read it again. Surrounded by mountains across river. Well, here's a river. Let me just look around. Oh, isolated area. Here. Without the garden, you can't get here. Look at that. Can we get 2 of these? And we did. We're gonna have this wrapped up quicker than I thought. Right, there are still some more though. Life magic in... Oh, Windhill. Windhill Bluffs. Woke up with a headache. Already took a painkiller, but nothing so far. I need to get rid of it before I head to work. Wow. Don't envy you. I get headaches when I'm out in the sun. So when I was outside earlier, I was getting a headache. But now that I'm here, I'm okay. Which is weird, because I'm sat in front of 2 screens and lights. Weird, isn't it? Windhill Bluffs. Here. Think. Perhaps not. It's southwest, so that would be... Could be more over here. Oh, what was that? Life. Got it. That's just gamer brain. Got yourself a cup of tea. Cup of tea, hydration, and caffeine in one. Oh, only one. There we go. See, with it being 50-50, it's easy to get the 2, because if it doesn't work the first time, you just don't draw once, and then you're probably going to get it. Like, it's just how many times can you flip a coin till you get heads. Not going to take that long. Better put tick on that one. Southwestmost point on the island that is southwest of Win Hill. Would that be this island? What's the name of it? The Humphrey Archipelago. Yep. So it'll be over here, I believe. There's a weird bit of world map there that, on the water that's kind of bleeding into the beach. Like a polygon. That's kind of strange. Don't think I've ever seen that. Reflect. Is it fun that I use British terms despite the fact that I'm not British? I literally don't care. You do what you want to do. I think the British have stolen enough things over the years, so go right ahead. Every time we do this, we're flipping a coin. Doesn't want to give me those 2 reflex. I don't easily get offended. You're okay. Oh my god. How many times can you flip a coin? Till you get heads. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th attempt. You jinxed it. Ooh, we can get death. Trabia. Can't believe you jinxed yourself like that. To be fair, it was only 5 attempts. You could flip a coin 4 times and get 4 tails relatively okay. Like, that could happen, right? It's the draw point stream, pretty much. I keep trying to decide whether this run's going to be too easy or not, or if it's actually going to pose a challenge at some point. And I feel like it's got to pose a challenge eventually, right? I'm hoping it does. Because every time I run into a challenge, it's either really hard, or I can just trivialize it with Berserk. And I want something to be really hard but doable, but not something that I have to super rely on RNG for, like confused strats. Well, this is like the Trabia area, right? But I think I've gone too far into Shumi Town. I think Trabia's more like down here. Can you get on here somehow? Is there a beach? Or maybe it's just fun doing a video that basically showcases where every single draw point in the entire game is. Yo. Oh, the beach. It's a chocobo forest. And I think there are some draw points you can only get to on chocobo as well, so I probably will need to get a chocobo today as well. Trabia Garden is There. Kinda wrecked. Oh yeah. Is this where one of the missiles landed? Or something? The gauge is going berserk. Huh? I like how we don't know who said huh. We just assume it's needed. Hello, one-way handshake. There's a 6% chance to get the same result 4 times in a row. Oh, damn. Well, what can you say? Hello, Midnight. Is there a way to make draw do damage? Yes, you can draw cast. If the enemy has magic that you can draw, you can immediately draw and cast it straight back in the same turn. Right. What am I looking for? The southernmost point on the island southwest of Balam. So I've come completely... An island southwest of Balam? And that's supposed to be the Trabia region? What? Albatross Archipelago. Where the hell have I come then? Is that one of these islands? Carpathia. Used to enjoy floating from island to island as a kid. Like, look, parkour. Albatross Archipelago, Trabia region. Well, what do I know? Southmost point on the island southeast of Balam. Is that this island? Ah, bollocks, I fell. So they're all called the same thing. We found death. Two deaths, please. Thank you. Basically platforming with a boat, yeah. A land boat. Otherwise known as a bus. Let's put a mark on that one. God, there's still so many. Hawkwind Plain. The passage between the mountains. That's not specific enough, but okay. Hawkwind Plain. Oh look, we're here. Passage between the mountains. Could be there. That wasn't what I was looking for, but I'll take it. Sweet. Found a flare. You can only get 2 flares, of course. Ooh. Oh, no. You gotta wonder if the gardens being mobile was an idea from the beginning, or if they at some point couldn't come up with a good way to progress the writing and just went, fuck it, the garden is spaceships. They're hovercraft, I guess. But yeah, it is pretty odd. It's funny though. What colour does the flare have? I'm sure we'll use it at some point and find out. Flare's too good to pass up though, I want 2 of them. Thank you. Right. The next one is Confuse. The passage between mountains, which isn't that one. Passage. How do you reverse in this thing, sir? Passage between mountains. No directions, no north, south, east, west, just The passage between mountains. What looks like a passage between mountains. I mean, here's two mountains and a passage between them. But every other location gives me north, south, east, west, of whatever. I'm not on Hawkwind Plain anymore. Hello, Megidos. I need to get back to Hawkwind Plain. Here. Be here? It was. What a weird description, but okay. I don't know how useful Confuse is going to be, but I have found that the randomist spells are sometimes really useful for junctions. Because he didn't mean to do that. I think Confuse was useful for junctions, wasn't it? Like, surprisingly so. What's next? Still in Trabia. Dispel. The north side behind mountains where mountains meet the sea. This is the biker snowfield we want now. Which is where the same place we got Flare, so it's probably where the mountains meet the sea. On the north. The north. What hoodie are you wearing? It's a one-piece hoodie. Hold on. Monkey D. Luffy in Gear 5 is on the back. You see? Is... Oh. Where the mountains meet the sea. Here. Come on. Okay, I'm not on the biker snowfield. Could be here. On the other side, probably. Yeah, I bet it's on the other side. Aye, aye, aye. All the way around. Oh, we'll get Ultima. Hello, Cinderas. All the way around. Hey, Trabia. Sorry for your loss. Or whatever. Is Biker Snowfield? Yeah. It's got to be here. A massive pink whale just spawned on the screen. What? Nice draw point showcase. Location showcase. Way back for that Chocobo. Wait, what's the next one? There's a quake? We have another quake. The strip of land on the east of the continent. The southernmost part by the mountain. Where's me garden? Need me garden back. What happens if you walk into this rather than fly into it? Nothing. You just can't get over it. I wish as much research was put into this game as there has been for... See that mountain deload in the distance there? Uh-huh. Remastered, folks. Where's me guard? Although apparently they didn't, allegedly they didn't have the source code for this game when they remastered it. Where the frick is my garden? Oh. Yeah. So I think the best they could do was just slap some HD character models over the originals. Allegedly. Right, where was I going? East. East of the continent. Hello, Spawn. I remember having to spend literal hours trying to find the siege ship. Yes, same. I've been there. And then sometimes I find it immediately. Source code was gone. The warehouse burned down. Jesus. Go east. Something, something, go east. There'd be copyrights up the ass if a song called Go East released. Is it like here? The southern part. Wait. Oh, ball sacks. Yeah, whatever. I mean, land. Where am I? Health. No, I need to go to Vienne Mountains. We're talking up there? Can't reach that island. Could be here. Still not the right place. I found a quake. What? Now I'm suddenly in the Vienne Mountains. Health Peninsula. Vienne Mountains. Sure, game? Sure. Right, okay. Screw you. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Hello, Judge. Hello, Moogle. We are so very back. Sweet. No rolling that dice, no flipping that coin. Looking for Slow. The western edge of the peninsula. At the northernmost of the east side of the continent. Oh. There's literally the word west, north, and east in this entire description. The western edge of the peninsula at the northernmost part of the eastern side of the continent. Talk about having to work backwards to figure this one out, right? Eastern side of the continent. English language is screwy. Right, well, this is the eastern side, and this is pretty peninsula looking. but it's apparently in the biker snowfield. Where's the biker snowfield? Here. Are there peninsulas here in the biker snowfield? Is that a peninsula? Does that qualify as peninsula? The northern part of the eastern side. So why not just say northeast of the continent? Jesus. It's got to be there, right? This is not the biker snowfield, though. And yet here it is. Hold on. This is the biker snowfield. This is the Thor Peninsula. Jesus Christ, game. How's anyone supposed to find anything? Hello, lassie. Bam, bam. Whoops. Oh, I got two. Explain it. I can't. Yeah, it's like geographically or by proximity, it's close enough to that island over there to be considered part of the biker snowfield. Whereas if you go over here, you're suddenly just not in the biker snowfield. And yet, it's very clearly a peninsula of the Thor Peninsula bit, but whatever. See, it's called the Thor Peninsula, so by definition, this should be part of the same peninsula. But no. Biker snowfield. Make it make sense. Anyway. Pointless rants out the way there. Let's move on. Winter Island. The eastmost portion of island. Tip of branch on southern edge. Have you played Astrobot? Boy, have I. If you check the videos on this YouTube channel, my latest video is actually an Astrobot video. 78,000 views, by the way. Thank you for that one. The Astrobot video did better than I thought it was gonna do. So for anybody who clicked on that video, thanks. Thanks a lot. Can't wait for your video explaining these locations. We are Astrobot. What am I looking for? Has anybody made a map of draw points? Yes. But because there's so many on the map, it's kind of a cluster. Been a while since you went YouTuber full time, but yeah, it's probably been like almost a year, right? Has it panned out about as you expected? Kind of, yeah, because it's been very, what's the word? Consistent, I suppose. For better or for worse. As in, like, my channel hasn't grown a super amount since I've went full time. Like, I feel like I've gone from, like, 110,000... What am I on now? 113,000 subscribers. I feel like I've gone from like 100 and something, like early hundreds, to 113 in the time that I've been full-time. Which isn't super crazy fast growth in terms of a full-time YouTuber, I feel like. But I also feel like the videos I've been uploading lately haven't been super engaging compared to the ones of the past. But eventually that will change. I know it will, so I've got no fears. It's panned out well because the sponsors have been keeping me afloat just nicely. Where I've not had to rely solely on YouTube's revenue. What am I looking for? The eastmost portion of island. Winter Island. Where's Winter Island? It's got to be like a separated island with snow on it. It could be... I like how it says just go to Winter Island. Where's Winter Island? Oh. Good luck, dickhead. Hoping that when you get to Crash, that will provide you with plenty of viewers. Yeah, I need to get to Crash. I need to do a casual playthrough of the game, really. I've never played Crash to Insanity. And I've also not played a lot of the... PS2 Spyro games. That generation. That's got to happen at some point. Right, I'm just looking for an island with snow on it now. The map's not... I mean, for all I know, this entire northern part up here is Winter Island, but what are the odds? Can I get onto that? Yeah. What's this called? This is not Winter Island. Shoot. Ah. Is this Winter Island? Sweet, it is. So it's here somewhere. Hello, Sin. Can you get to Cactuar Island? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I've confirmed it, and I will do it for you later. If I get to the island, no, you can't get to Cactuar Island, but you can fight Cactuars by being close enough to the island. So, no, you can't get to the island. Yes, you can technically be considered close enough to the island to fight Cactuars. So, the answer is, I guess, yes and no. There's me thinking there must be one around here somewhere. We got region. FF12 Quickenings Only is a candidate for the most torturous run I could possibly imagine. It would be torturous not just for me, but for the viewers, because I can't imagine it would be entertaining. At all. What I really want is a Final Fantasy VI challenge. If anybody has any idea for Final Fantasy VI, preferably not one that's been done, in terms of like if the challenge has been done in a Let's Play or VODs, then I'll still consider it. But if someone's already made a video explaining start to finish how to do a thing, for example, I believe his name is Ragnar Alvar or something like that, or Alvar Ragnar. I think he's done Final Fantasy VI with no experience points and no gold or gil. I think that's what he's done. Magic only. Ooh. It's not a terrible idea. I feel like you'd have to make some exceptions here and there because you don't always have magic. Because obviously Terra gets separated. Character abilities only. So you'd get tools, steel, runic. I feel like Blitz makes that too easy, doesn't it? No espers. Espers only? But you don't get espers for ages either. Damn it. Imagine that. No one summons the espers in FF6. No one summons the espers. Everyone just uses them for the magic. No fucker summons the espers in FF6. It's just not done. Magicite only. That's basically magic only, isn't it? Like, but you're allowed to summon as well. Unless by that you mean summon only. Magicites are basically materia, but they come with a summon and magic, so yeah, I see what you mean. Probably impossible. I don't know like, when you say impossible, do you mean that you just simply wouldn't have the damage output or the healing capabilities and you'll just die? Because in my head, impossible means that there's just simply something stopping you from just being able to summon. And that is, you don't get Magicite for a good several hours at the beginning of the game. You can only summon each Espawns per fight. I forgot about that. You're right. Yeah, I remember that now. That's interesting. Outside of Go-Go's Mimic. Another interesting tidbit of information for the video, but also, would I allow Mimic? But this is all speculation anyway, because this challenge can't even get off the ground. You can't use summons for ages. Challenge have to start at Zozo top. Yeah, which is ages. Like, there's a lot of game before that. I'm trying to think if there's a way you can beat the game like as pacifist or something like. Not pacifist, but like counterattacks, reflect, silly things like that. I would do desperation attacks only, but the RNG factor kills it. Because if you get bad RNG, you break a rule. Winter Island, the northwest corner. But on the eastern part of the map. So that would probably be here. Or not. Just mashing X everywhere now. They're always on the edge. Oh, what'd I get? Blizzica. Yeah, this is it. See, the descriptions are screwy because this is northwest corner of the eastern half of the island. What? What? Relics only. Do relics deal damage at any point? Can any relic deal damage? I forgot what relics there are. Hello JP, I will not be doing a challenge for the FF7 remake or rebirth. Thank you. And I will not be taking any further questions about that. Can you do crazy overworld glitches to get to Zozo early? That would be hilarious. Magic only, but you still have to get the magic in the way that we're doing it. Items only is probably doable. Maybe. I feel like I'd be stepping on someone's toes with that one. Casp does items only a lot. There are counterattack relics and auto reflect. Hello, Martin. That would be interesting if you could get enough relics early on to make anything happen, but I don't know if you can. I really wish desperate attacks only could be made viable. Oh, I didn't say hi earlier. Sorry, GM Proxy. Try finish the game without you trying to end Setzer's life for the scum that he is. Damn. Attack only has been done by Burke. Yep. Also, I wouldn't do that personally because I feel like after a while that just gets samey, dare I say. Yeah, there's so much of this game you never have to stand on. I didn't mean to do that, but it worked out. And it's interesting because some of this map is designed in such a way where, like, they want you to walk around it to find stuff. Like, this isn't the best example, but if you look over here, it's like designed in such a way where it's like you've got a weaver. I don't know. This is a bad example, I think. There are better examples elsewhere. But it's a little bit of a maze, ever so slightly like maze-like. Where next? Steel plus items only. Well, items only for FF7 has been done by somebody called Casp, C-A-S-P. He's done a FF7 items only run that was pretty good. Sears exhausted the know anything basically in FF6. Correct, he did. It was a good video, I watched it. I probably wouldn't do Crisis Core. Oh damn. Something like super interesting and obscure as an idea would have to be brought up for me to even consider doing any of the non-turn-based Final Fantasy games, if I'm honest. Am I looking for Quake? The southwestmost tip of Winter Island. Southwest tip of Winter. It's gotta be all the way down. I forgot I could fall! Is there a beach in that area? Probably not. In fact, does Winter Island have any beach? I know that sounds weird as a sentence. Yes, it does. Now you've got to travel the furthest distance on the island to get to Quake, which makes sense. You have to do some, like... I was about to say you got to do some island hopping, but that failed. FF6 on the dance mat. What's Garland doing? Oh, steals and items only. Yes, he kind of is actually, isn't he? I have started that series. What? Are we all bearing witness to this? Dark Souls without walking. I think that's been done. Well, Dark Souls 3 without walking has definitely been done by the legendary Yumpha. Get on that island. You just can't. You just can't. Oh my god. FF9 solo runs. I wouldn't do solo runs. Not only are they more of like a Tentacles thing, but I would find them very boring. And you'd have to make like just big massive exceptions for parts of the game where you don't get that character. Whichever character you choose. Not for me. Can I get on here, please? I don't think you can. Then how do I get to the southernmost... southwest? Oh, you need the Ragnarok for this one. And the crazy thing is that if you could float onto this island, you wouldn't need the Ragnarok, but they designed it specifically so you can't get on there with the garden. Bastards. They knew what they were doing. FF6 Deathless. I wouldn't do that either. That island saw a whole ass building flying towards it. No. In Italian, the Ragnarok is called Laguna Rock. That's interesting. And odd. Laguna Rock. I never really expected him to name it after himself. Or want it named after it. That's weird. Wait, where am I going? Hey, Daniel. I need to go to Centra. Where is Centra? Is that near Esther? Where am I now? I think I'm going to run into a dead end going this way. Centra is Odin. Oh, right, thank you. The translator looked at Ragnarok and had no idea what to do with that. Well, I found this. Can't get on here with the garden. I do kind of wish they'd touched up these models on the world map a little bit in the remaster. Because, Jesus Christ. The frick is this? The sad part is I feel like maybe they did. They just didn't do a lot with it. Like, look at the garden. The garden looks like it's been touched up in terms of, like, how bright it is. But then you actually look at the pixelation on it, and it's horrible. So weird. Now I've got to remember where Odin's tower is. Right, whereabouts is this? Right, Centra. We need to go to the Centra crater. Should we go to Adia's home while we're here? Looks familiar. We ain't going in though. It looks abandoned and run down. Wait, he only says it looks familiar once? Found a holy. Never knew that was there. Sweet. Guess I'll tick that one off now. Excavation site east of the Serengeti Plains. Yeah. I'm looking for Centra Crater. I mean, this whole thing looks like a giant crater, doesn't it? There's Odin's tower. Okay, it says east of the Serengeti Plains. It could be like round here then. There's a chocobo forest here, isn't there? Here. Nectar? That's not what it... there is a draw point here though. It's got protect in it. It is near Chocobo Forest. There it is. So I'm kind of doing this backwards, but here we are. Honestly, I've been having a much easier time getting 2 magics from these draw points than I thought I might. Isn't this the Chocobo Forest you get to on Disc 4 as well? I believe that's the case. Or at least I think it is. Right, hang on. I'm still missing one. I'm missing Demi. I want Demi. East of the Serengeti Plain. Excavation. What do you mean? I'm not gonna go, like, over the island, have I? Yawn Mountains. What? Would it be, like, over there? Can you even get on there? Do we even have beaches? No, you can't get on there. Not with the garden. Stop, turn. But yeah, if you want to get to Cactuar Island, obviously, there's the island. If you use this beach, squeeze through the mountains, go around. So here we are on the Kashkabold Desert, but if you go here, you're on Cactuar Island. Just because you're able to get this close to it, it considers you there. So if you run around here, you can find wild Cactuar encounters. You just can't get Jumbo Cactuar. I bet there are draw points here. Is this still Centra? This is Esther. I bet there are draw points here, but I need to do this in order, otherwise I'll go insane. And get Cactuars in the whole desert. Can you really? So even just being on Cactuar Island isn't even beneficial. But maybe it guarantees Cactuar encounters if you're able to get close to the island. Maybe that's the benefit. I just remember doing it as a kid. I don't know much more than that. The amount of times I have tried to get from here to there as a kid so that I could get onto here early, could not tell you. I guarantee they put some invisible wall here or something. Like, if I go to... Well, I can't even go the opposite side and check. But, like, child me has tried that 1,000 times. Right, back to Centra. Reach. Where's the Cetra crater? That's really what I should be looking for. And this whole thing looks like a giant crater, doesn't it? But is there actually something that looks a bit more obviously like a crater? Right here. Okay. The excavation site. Oh. Oh. Yep. Yep. Right here. Duh. It's gotta be here, right? Yeah. Could it be actually on the blue? It is. Demi, right. How'd I forget about that? I really wanted to get Jumbo Cactuar early, but this is what I'm saying. If the amount of work that was put into Final Fantasy VII speedrunning was put into Final Fantasy VIII, do you reckon we could find stuff like that where you could sequence break the map? A la Calm Skip, or Disc 1 Skip. I'm not sure, but they're both built on the same hardware, so who knows? Originally, anyway. That'd be so interesting if that could be done. Right. Al Maj Mountains. The mountain behind the mountains on the southern edge of the island. Southern Edge. Less broken in terms of scripting. Yeah, I suppose it probably is. A bit more held together. Shit. Behind the mountains on the southern edge. These are mountains on the southern edge, so can you get behind these? Is there land there? No. And if you look really close, you can see how polygonal these mountains are. It's great. Can't get behind there. I suppose it could be here. Oh. These are not the Al Maj Mountains, though. Is this island down here part of Centra? Can you get on it? You can. Of course, this is where Adea's house is. Just the place, though. Not really. But let's move on around. Mountain? Here we go. Al Maj Mountains. Behind the mountain. This is the one. Part of me wonders if it would have been better if you could see the draw points or not. If you had, like, Move Find equipped or something. They could be small, but is it better to be able to see them or blindly run around pressing X? Because that's kind of all you're going to end up doing in the original game, right? You're just going to look for little nooks and crannies like this where you think something could be hidden. Just sort of hope for the best. I've always tried to, like, squeeze the garden through here when I was a kid, too. Like, how funny would that be if you could pull that off? Back with beer. Don't know what time of day it is, but like, too early for beer for me. By early, I mean like early in the friggin' month. I had 3 beers for Finn's birthday, my friend. And they're the first ones I had in months. I can't justify the price anymore, man. I gotta save this money. Cost of living and all that. You're returning to Destiny. Which one? Or is that a stupid question? Is it obviously 2? I need to go to Esther now. Johnny is British slang for condom. Yep, kind of is. It's also a very common name, so it's weird, isn't it? Weird that it's like that. Right. How does one get to anything in Esther on the garden? Because apparently you can. Oh, you did right too. It's because it was on a new line for me, so my bad. It just says returning to Destiny, line break 2, and the whole second line is just the number 2. I missed it. Beer in Manchester's trying to break £7 a pint. Christ. I remember once when I bought a beer in a pub that was right next to a train station, like basically part of the train station, and it was £6. And I remember thinking to myself, that's really expensive, I guess because it's right on a train station. And if you were traveling through and you wanted a beer, that's like the most convenient place to get it. But seeing 7 hurts me. This is why I don't go out anymore. How do I get to Esther then? It's a peninsula that I'm looking for. Maybe it's like way up top? I don't know, because that area is surrounded by mountains. Oh, where'd you get £2 a pints from? That's not something nasty like Doom Bar. You know what's weird about Doom Bar? It doesn't taste that bad. It's just... It kind of just gets the job done, I guess. But it smells horrible. If you ever have a Doom Bar, you have to hold your breath when you drink it. Like, plug your nose. This isn't Esther. It's Trabia. Student unions. It says on this list there are 3 draw points you can get in Esther with just the garden. I think. So it reckons anyway. The end of Southern Peninsula. Accessible by gap in Tally Mountains. Alright, let's go to the south. Around. There's a gap in the mountain. I don't really see, like, this is Esther. There is actually one here. Confuse is here. Could be on the other island. Oh wait, I think... No. Northernmost island. Wouldn't that be this? Can you get to that one? Yeah. So it's here. Jesus. Straight away. I like how the confused draw point at the missile base is rich, but this one's not. And this one's considerably harder to find. Yeah, the garden's so slow. Boom. Let's tick that off, or I forget. There are actually only 2 more draw points on the world map that are reachable from with the garden now. The end of the southern peninsula in Esther, in the Shao Mao Peninsula. Shao Mao Peninsula, the end of the southern... So, like, does that mean go to the south of the island, or what? Where's Shao Mao? None of this is really considered to be a peninsula, though. I don't know. Is that attached? That's not attached, so I don't know. You consider that a peninsula, I guess. You can't get on it. Maybe I do need a picture for this one. Oh, you can't get past the bridge, can you? Whose idea was this? I might need a picture for this one. Does anybody have a picture, though? Down there? That's Esther? I thought that was Centra. It's here. Right here, but I've got to get on it somehow. Beach me. Please beach me. Yeah, you gotta like go across the entire way. Hey, Steve. Thanks for the offer. I may call upon ye at some point. But I'm guessing you've got to... Yeah, you gotta like manually make your way through here, like on foot. And Danny, yeah. This is how you do it, I guess. No. Here. This is Esther. Who knew? Thank you, lassie. Here it is. This is apparently part of Esther. Hey. You can pass that bridge. Thank you, lassie. When you say you could pass that bridge, do you mean the train track bridge in the garden? Hello, Metamut. How goes it? Right. Are you planning to play Resident Evil Requiem? Not planning on it, no. I'm sure it's good, but it's one of those games where it's like, I'll borrow it eventually from a friend. Still never beaten a single Resident Evil game except 5. I'm good, thank you, Metamut. Glad to see you're doing well. Alright. Now we need to go to the Kashabald Desert. Would that be the desert I was just bloody at? Probably the only sand-based desert in the game. So yeah, gotta be. Yep. Right, northwest. Must be this little bit that sticks out over here, right? Gots to be. Oh, hello, pastry. I have played 4, I just haven't beaten them. I've played every mainline Resident Evil game, I just haven't beaten any of them except 5. I know it's weird. Hey. I struggle to stay into them, I don't know what it is. They make me nervous. I can't play... Oh, the UFO. A job well done, everyone. I was like, why did I get an encounter that turned off? That's why. Where did I leave this bloody garden? Are we doing Doom Train? I should, but I don't know how. Yeah, I know, right, Carrie? But they were made to sell guides back in the day, weren't they? Can you do the Doom Train side quest without obtaining magic or stocking magic via like abilities or anything like that? Basically, can we do it without breaking a rule? I need to, oh, hello, Chaos. Sorry if I didn't say hi earlier. I've only made one Astrobot video, so that one. I think I've got all the draw points on the world map that we can get with the garden. So now, I need to start going into the places. Don't tell Nate he hates Metal Gear Solid 5. I really do. Oh, I really do. Game killed the fucking franchise. Oh, how we laugh. Anyway, where was I? Shumi Village! At this point, it'd be faster to go south. I can get through anywhere. I've not played Death Stranding. But if Death Stranding is an open world game, then saying it's better than it is sounds like faint praise to me. Alright, are we ready to get our most expensive Ultima draw point ever? And probably reset for 15 Ultimas for ages. Hey. Excuse me? First try, 15 Ultimas? Alright. I mean, I meant to do that. Outside the Elder's house, we have Blizziger. Are there save points in the town? If not, I'll just quickly save. Save before you get a power failure. If I get a power failure, there's no guarantee this footage even survives. I kind of wish there was a story reason to come here. Alright, which house is which? There's a save point. Dance. Now, there's a Timber Maniacs magazine in the Shumi village, but I don't want to pick it up. There's a save point here too. Can you piss off? Can you? Okay, you're not allowed in there yet. Do you have to do the side quest before he'll let you in? Probably could have touched up the statue a little bit on the remaster, don't you think? Maybe. I want to see the backstory, the flashback section that you get when you go back into the consciousness of Laguna when he's here. Where's that? Also, what's that sign on the wall behind the statue? It's got like a cross as if it's saying like, don't do this, like no something. And usually that says like no smoking. Do they actually have a no smoking sign in this game? Obviously you can't read it. Yeah, Zell, shut up. What happens if you don't bring Zell? What gets said then? Well, we've got a draw point behind the thing, but what's in it? Another Ferrigo. I should save the game first. It's over a bin, so it could be no littering. True. There we go, he's pissed off. Someone always says something like that. 6. What can it be? Could have been 8. And this is the part of the run that nobody likes. Settle in, everybody. It's time to do a podcast. Alright. Podcast over. Go home. No, don't go home. Stay here. No one's allowed to leave until we get all the draw points in the game. It's been a bad podcast. It wrapped up really quick. Got the point. We drove the point home and we ended the show before it got old. That could have been 8. But I'm already home. We could do better than 7, right? 1 better. Exactly 1. Pod draw and podcast. Pod drawcast. just that easy, and I don't know why. Well, since we're here, do we do the side quest? I forgot what the reward is. Phoenix Pinion or something? Nothing good for us. The nicest place in the game, yeah, they didn't make me reset too much. Check out this dude's chin. Then again, the fingers are probably more. That's Fratwurst fingers. Bratwurst? Did I meant to say Bratwurst? I think I meant to say Bratwurst. I'm not German. Shadow, wind, life, water, blue. You have to do them in order. Bet his wife loves him. Dunno, man. Yeah, probably. Blue stone. Oh yeah, like you wander all over the place looking for the blue stone and it's right here. I was like, Jesus Christ, these Shumis. Which one's next? Wind. Now it's all about remembering where the stones are. I remember where most of them are. Where is the wind stone? Have I been in here? There's the magazine I can't touch. I know there's one in this house, but I don't think it's the wind stone. It might be back in the inn, actually. Although one of them was here, wasn't it? Might not be any that I'm looking for now. Or here? Yeah. Aphis stone. Is that draw point already replenished? Life stone. That one might be in the inn. I'm sure there's one in the inn. I'm almost sure of it, unless it is just this one. Yeah, okay, never mind. I thought one of them were in the inn. No, there's not one in the inn. That's the point. The whole point is there isn't one in the inn because they knew we'd go there anyway. Wait, what was it? Shadow. Oh, okay. I know where they are. This is the one where child me was very confused for the longest time. I did this without ×3 speed up. I had patience back then. Jai, thank you for the 49 months. Good lord. Thank you, Jai. Where would I be without you? Is it here? Yeah. It's funny because when Squall picks up that Shadow Stone, he like looked up like this. As if he was hearing the voice of the text on the screen. Now, this one I remember because you can actually go to the swamp here and get the water stone. But it's actually not the right one. No. So yeah, if you pick up that Timber Maniacs magazine, apparently, in one of the upcoming flashbacks, Ward will not join you. And I feel like I need all the help I can get in the fights. When he holds something in his palm, you cannot even see it. I like how Zell and Irvine walk out like they're like, alright, whatever then. Please leave at once, stop by whenever. Leave at once. Hold on. So I think if you go back to the sculptor and talk to him now, he reveals that the stones aren't even needed. I may have missed my chance. I think I was supposed to talk to him before going back to the Elder. He reveals you don't need the stones. And it was just an excuse for you to explore the town. And that's why they didn't hide a stone in the inn. Because they figured you'd go there anyway. Kind of a shame that I missed it, but oh well. That altar is replenished already, Jesus. Right, where else can we go? Windhill's probably got a few, but I would have already been in Windhill with Laguna. Grabby Garden, but we can't get in there just yet. Oh, Central Ruins. I'm guessing that's Odin's Tower. Yeah, it is. You think there are extras in Windhill? Let me have a quick look. Not according to this list. There's one near Windhill on the world map, but you need the Ragnarok to get it because it's on top of the mountain. But inside Windhill itself, there's only 4. And no additional ones. So, I think Windhill's been exhausted. Trabier Garden has one... Hold on. Trabier Garden has 1, 2, 3 draw points. We can't go in there yet. Central Ruins has 1, 2, 3. I think I need to go to Central Ruins. Am I allowed in Trabier yet? I can't remember whenabouts in the story you're supposed to go to Trabier. Is it now? Let me double check. I know it's shortly after getting the mobile garden. Yeah, nothing yet. Are we supposed to go to Balam first then? Does that mean I've got to fight Raijin and Fujin? In which case, I think I'm better off going to Odin's Tower. At least there's some more magic I can get there. Need times 6 speed up. I did try the Bubsy 4D demo, but I've only played the tutorial so far. I can imagine that as a speedrun game, people would like it more so than a casual game. I feel like as a casual game, it's just going to come and go and disappear. Because consider its competition, like Astrobot, Crash Bandicoot. It's got no chance. But in terms of like the speed tech, I think it's probably got a shot of standing out in that regard. There's a lot of speed tech, I guess. The speed tech's insane. So as a speed game, it's probably going to do quite well. Raijin and Fujin are ranks in Tekken. Doesn't one of them mean lightning and the other one means wind or something? If memory serves? Right, let's see if I remember how to get to these draw points. Apparently you do need the move find ability to see 2 of them. But getting the maximum from each of these is going to be a nightmare. I think you can complete the puzzle, then leave and come back, but I could be wrong. I think I'm wrong. Oh, here's one straight away. Right, that could have been 8, so... This is gonna suck. You can do that, but I don't know if the puzzle stays solved, or if the timer just simply resets, and the puzzle resets as well. I don't know. Thunder God, Wind God. I had a feeling. 5. It stays solved. Perfect. Oh, also, I want to test something. I've never done this before, ever, and I don't know if it works on remaster. Let's see if this works. I think you can soft lock yourself. If you hold down the square button and then walk in. Yeah, it works. That's insane. That's so messed up. I'm soft locked now. Because the puzzle's not solved and you can't get out. And you can only solve the puzzle from one side. So yeah, if you hold square and walk into Odin's tower, you just go to the fight. At the end. With no timer. But now you're stuck in it. Isn't that insane? Yeah, you can't even go back. Yeah, I remember hearing about this ages ago. I've never actually tried it. You're stuck. Isn't that mad? I wonder who discovered that for the first time. Can you can probably still get to the draw point at the top. It's pain, right? Yeah, obviously it's no good to us now. So if you've already got the puzzle solved, and then you hold square, it's a shortcut. And then you can get out. Maybe it's a dev thing they put in. Yeah, dev oversight, yeah, for sure. But we can use that to our advantage today. Get the puzzle solved. Maybe it's worth solving the puzzle and then trying the draw points after. I guarantee the community must have tested just holding square and walking into places in this game, just to see if it does it for anywhere else. Which side do you want to go up first? I always forget. That was just a draw point, right? We'll do that after. I like how every ladder makes the same noise no matter what it's made of. I think I can activate the thing at the bottom now? That's a YouTube video right there. That's a short, I guess, maybe. Yeah, you can walk on here in the soft lock, but you just can't get beyond. Interesting. I think I need to take this eye, don't I? Haven't done this in a while. Yes, this is how you get the code, I think. Yeah, they made it so the timer doesn't adhere to the speed up. Because I think it works in the same way as the in-game clock, because that doesn't speed up either. I'm not complaining. Put in the left eye, and that gives you the code, I think. Let's write that down. 42989. And then you take both eyes. I think you can take them at the same time. Yeah. Put them in. Put it in. Put it in. Now we gotta put the code in. Oh, the speed up's messing me up. How do you confirm? Oh, you have to press triangle to back out. Bizarre. Now you can just leave. Whoops. Good to hear, Johnny. Life's remedies. Is it bad that even though I have 7 Remake and Rebirth on PS5 and Steam, I kind of want to add Switch 2 to the lineup? I don't even have a Switch 2. If you've got money to blow, then go right ahead. More power to you. I'm jealous. Me, I've got to save for this mortgage. Right. Let's get the early draw point out of the way. Seven's not bad. 1 away from max. Maybe that'll be good enough. Kind of tempted to just leave that. I don't want to be here for ages rolling numbers. Go for 8. Gah! Damn it, Carrie, why? Did the puzzle reset? I don't know. Should we find out? The door's open, so no. We're all good. Hi, Ashley. There's no point owning a Switch 2 yet. I guess it depends how much of a Donkey Kong fan you are. Or I guess Mario Kart, which I can take or leave. Especially when it's 80 quid. In that point, I can definitely leave it. 1000%. Oh, we get consistently 7 if we just go straight in and draw. You're doing a 0 heal, 0 blood collector, and speed demon challenge. Good luck to you, beard. I would do a Resident Evil challenge run, but I got not a clue what I would do. It ain't half all been done, has it? Are you happy with yourself, Carrie? This is what you asked for. You wanted this. You wanted 8 drains. 7 wasn't good enough for you. It's all been done, yeah, it's very true. Although, I probably mentioned it before. 2, 3... Somebody did do a Resident Evil 2 challenge run that I thought was really interesting. Personally. It's without taking steps. The only form of movement that you can do, well, there's several, but the main one is aiming your gun. Every time you aim your gun, then put it down, then aim your gun, then put it down, it shuffles you forward ever so slightly. So the whole game was just shuffling. But you can use like shotgun blasts to push yourself backwards. So in desperate situations, you can use bullets to quickly push yourself through areas. No, we're not allowed to get Odin. That would break a rule, because as soon as Zantetsuken happens, we've broke a rule. So we can't fight Odin. He doesn't fight back anyway, but he would waste some of our magic, I guess. Unless, can you draw something from him, like offensively? Sweet! We got it. Get that pain. One drain will make all the difference. You better hope it does. 6. That could have been... Wait, is that rich or not? Hold the phone. Is that rich? No. No, so that could have been 8. If it was rich, then 6 is the lowest it could have been, which is why I had to find out. Also, that drain draw point that we looked at just now requires move find in order to be able to see, and so does this pain draw point. So these would be invisible normally. See, I can't stream super long today, not like normal, so... Me trying to get max spells on all these draw points. We might not even get to a fight today. I guess I've got to try Raijin and Fujin at least once, right? Because we know they've got magic, offensive magic, as well as Pandemonium. 7 pains. Ah, it pains me, but it's not 8. Oh, I didn't hold square. But it worked. I held it like mid load screen and it still was in time, I guess. That's weird. I went straight for the pains that time and got 7. Did I get 7 last time? I don't know. I kind of want to hold square and walk into every place in the entire game. Every screen. Because at this point in night, you never know. Excellent. Get me out of here. Last one. I forgot what it was. It's also debatable which way is quicker. I think this was slightly quicker. Yeah. So this is the only draw point that's normally visible without move find, I do believe. That was bad, wasn't it? Could you do a data mine to see if any... This is another thing. I feel like Final Fantasy VII has been data mined to death. Hence why all these strange and obscure things have been discovered. But has Final Fantasy VIII or IX been data mined anywhere near as much? That's what I want to know. I bet there's so many little interesting tidbits to find. Sweet. I remember drawing 600 Ultimas. Took ages. From the Shumi Village draw point, as well as the Fisherman Horizon draw point, which you may or may not be able to use more than once. I forget. What was that about this taking ages? I know. I mean, it didn't take that long, I guess. Right. That might be it for draw points. That only took 2 hours and 15 minutes. So there are still 3 draw points in Trabia, but we can't get there yet. And every draw point from now on either requires the Ragnarok. Wait, no! You can get draw points from Chocobo once you obtain a Chocobo. How many? How many? How many? I think only 3. Yeah, just 3. There are 3 draw points you can get when you get a Chocobo. The north of the west edge of the... Wait, hang on. This is Galbadia Forest. No, this is Grandidi Forest in Esther. Where the bloody hell's that? Probably somewhere in the northwest. North of the west edge of the island, accessible via a gap. The south of the forest. Holy shit, okay. We need a Chocobo. I believe. Memory serves. The Chocobo Forest we want. Is it could be that one? Could be that one. Might be this one. Just in case I'm completely wrong. Just catch one for me, man. I'm not about this. Can you just say no and, like, catch it for me? Got no choice. I do not care. I've never learned how to catch this Chocobo. I don't care. How do you ask him to catch it? Catch one for you? I thought he had the option. I'm pressing square. Oh, do you press square just anywhere? Oh, okay. Help me. I thought you had to, like, press square to talk to him. Screw that noise. What do we call the chocobo? We're on a food theme. His name's Bocco. Boko? Bocco? What do we call him? Nugget? No. It's got to sound like Boko. Bigus? What's Bigus? Bingus? Magnum, like the ice cream. KFC. Bok choy. Don't hate that. I like bok choy. Broccoli. No, bok choy just about edges it out for me. Boko choy. Do I do bok choy or boko choy? Broccoli. Broccoli. It would just about fit as well. Bok choy only fits if I make it one word. And then I feel like it loses something, because then it just looks like it's saying bok hoy. So maybe broccoli after all. Bok choy. That definitely wouldn't fit. Because this thing's bokka, right? Broccoli. It does work. It does work. Bok choy was good, though. Forgot how banging this was. Was this the wrong forest? No, I can get through. Wait, I think I'm supposed to go here. Aha! Best chocobo theme in the series. Ah, I'm stuck. You know what the worst one is? 13. The hell is that? Is it 13? Yeah, it's 13, right? Wait, it had lyrics? Jesus Christ, that was bad. Right. Right. Wait. Huh? How do I get it back? The game wouldn't just let you soft lock like this after all, right? Oh, there's a chocobo forest on the island, that's why. Yeah, okay. So you can get back. Right, okay. Where am I? Milliflui. I'm looking for Grandiddy Forest. Perfect. North of the west edge of the island. Uh-huh. Well then. That wasn't the one I was looking for. Grand Titty Forest. Those are some grand titties, as they would say in Ireland. No, I can get 2. Tick that one. There is a triple and a meteor on this island. Oh, northwest edge. Figure out how we get there. Must be up here somewhere. Eventually. Finally. One more. Again, that wasn't the one I was looking for. Just follow it around. Get there. There's the Chocobo Forest. Where is this thing? I really like Chained Echoes. I need to get back to that. It's one of those games where it's a decent challenge, but if you accidentally just so happen to make the right preparations without even meaning to, you can trivialize certain bosses. Which I did accidentally do. I was like, oh, this character can learn an ability if I spend the points that allows him to infect the enemy with the oil status to make fire moves do more damage. Maybe that will be useful. And then next thing I know, I fight a boss that's severely weak to fire. So I did oil, fire, wrecked it in like 3 turns. I was like, oh shit, I was lucky. I almost didn't learn that. Where's this triple draw point, man? I need to get them. I need to get a map up. It's cool. All right. Get me a map. Triple's over there? That can't be the one I'm looking for. Maybe it is. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Can you actually get there? Get pretty damn close. think it's here. We got it. Wait, no one can draw? I think he's full of magic. Yes, he is. Exchange some of your things, sir. Share the wealth. Hey. Hello, Invire. Now let me out of here. Where's that Chocobo Forest? Oh. Does this place have to be so big? With the camera panned so high? Oh dear. Only 3 saves on the world map. Where on earth is that forest? I hugged the wall around here and I think I found it. Right? Maybe. Imagine if you did this casually and you had no idea what you were doing. You just assumed you were stuck here forever. You'd assume it was some insane oversight. Thank you. Get me out of here. Just let's go. Please beach me. Thank you. Oh god, I'm lost. You can get over it. That's fun. Back to the matter at hand, though. How do I get... Can I not... Have I got to take a different beach? Good god. Why are you like this game? At least the theme's good. Now how did that happen? Found it this time without even trying to. Please get me out. Don't come here, guys. It's a trap. Wait, hold up. I'm going, like, the wrong way. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Let me be free. I've never heard of Anthean Rhapsody. And where did I leave that entire flying building? Must be through here, right? Whether the Chocobo Forest was. Yep, I'm heading the right way. Hey. Now we can go and fight Raijin and Fujin. Oh boy. We get a free heal anyway. Oh, Zell's forced in the party, isn't he? Oh, dick it. Leave Zell's forced in the party. Alright. I didn't mean to do that. Maybe I did. I think Renoa's got the highest magic stat. Right. Good work, everybody. We got every single draw point in the world map that's currently available to us. That's some bloody good work. Let's tick off everything that I just got. Cool. As far as drawing is concerned, I think today is done. Now we've got to make this this party, this team here, and pray we can make something happen out of it. Squall, greedy Squall has every single GF right now. Okay. Off it all goes. Let's start again. You get a free heal anyway. These are our three. No one else has got anything, have they? Hold on. You have magic. Good. The main three have everything. So Zell did have everything. Okay. Yeah, Renoa, you're the mage. You're just the mage on this one. So if we check which GFs have magic refine. Summon magic. How did that happen? Pointless, 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 illegal. Only things that have any potential use are these two. I guess we'll leave you on Spirit. I guess we'll leave you on Elemental Defense. Legal. Potentially useful. Pointless, 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 legal. I'll leave you to learn that, I think. Pointless. No, not pointless. I thought that was GF HP, not pointless. Thank God. Yeah, we'll leave that. Strength Junction would be nice, as would Spirit. But I guess we'll finish what we've started. Although it only needs 5 more. If I'm going to get boss AP, I may as well go straight for something big. Spirit. What will we call Pandemonium? Pavlova, Pancake. I like those. Again, only 5 away. And as good as magic 40% is, do I need it now? Getting 5 AP would be easy, right? Let's do HP. Leave it. Yeah, Magic J. Why not? Not got a single AP on you, I don't think. Okay. Save, so I don't have to do any of that again. Are you allowed to draw magic from enemies? Only if I cast them. I have to draw cast only. I can draw cast, and I can cast magic from draw points, but oh, the rules are in the description. I forgot that. Look in the description on YouTube and the rules are there. There's only 3 rules, so it's easy. Right. Time to build. Time to build. Wait, then we've got HP, HP, and HP. So we need to spread those 3 best we can, I guess. Manoa needs Quizzical. Sorry, Quesidelia. Because she can better take advantage of the magic. 25 magic stat, very nice. You have a Daniel. So that was also one of the HPs, so we need Ifrit or Brunch on Yuzel. iFruit, a name that I regret. I don't really think strength is going to come into play. That also gives him elemental attack. Is it elemental attack or? Yes. I think it is. I think it is. It is, yeah, that's elemental attack. So I don't think I'm going to be using attack because if I've got options to damage without using Berserk, I'll take it. So I don't think I need that. Which makes these kind of pointless, so I'll leave them for now. And that leaves the last GF for you for HP. A lot of HP. And now it's like, what do we want to add on? Magic defense for Rinoa would be good. Because if she's going to be the main damage dealer, it's better to have her be magically defensive as well. And I believe they use things like Thunder and Tornado, don't they? Yeah, Tornado. The magic defense is going to be big. That means Chef and Lettuce. They both provide spirit. And I believe they're the only 2 that do. I'm going to go Lettuce. I can get Vitality and Spirit from Chef. Get Magic, Vitality. I've basically got to choose between Squall and Zell on who gets Magic Defense. And considering Squall's HP is going to be the highest, he probably has the best survivability anyway, so it might make sense for me to keep Squall alive as best I can, so I should give him the magic defense from Chef. I'll give him magic as well, because obviously he can assist with drawing and stuff. Christ. See, Raijin attacks physically hard, but Fujin hits magically hard with Tornado. If I put too much on him. If I want to magic and vitality, what abilities do I have now? We'll see how that goes. I need to spread some magic around though, because you've got a lot. Does anybody else have fire? I need to rearrange this. Just keep it consistent. Right, so you got Firiga. You don't. Thundager. No one's got any Thundigers, do they? No. Arrow. Demis? Those 4 Quakes are the only ones I've got, I'm sure. Kiora. Got Kuriga and Cure. Do you have any cures? No. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the ones that I've only got like a couple of that aren't going to be that good. I'm going to get them off Squall for a bit. Oh, and then I'm gonna give. Let me start with Rinoa. I should have done it with Rinoa. Mistakes were made. Hold on. Can I just give all? Doesn't remember to receive the magic. I want you to receive all of his. And then get rid of all the ones where there's only 2. Then back. Only 1 thunder. Right, now receive all of these, or as many of them as you're going to be able to. Something tells me that's not going to be all. No, you still got stragglers. Anything that's not going to be useful. 9 floats. No one cares. Any 2 Firas? There's only 2 of those, so probably not. See, these are good spells, obviously, but with only being 2. Right, so now I can get the rest of yours. And hopefully now you've got... she's got everything. Yeah. Now we can go her. Junction... auto... magic. 76 magic with the Ultimas. Holy hell. Full life on her HP. Suddenly Rinoa's a beast. What's over here? Life and bio. I mean, defensively, we would like to go as much wind as we can get. Aero. And with bio, that's an extra 5%. Is that what it is? No, that just did poison resistance. That's nothing. Life would be the extra 5% on top of it. All life would be 12. Go up to 25%. But obviously the HP would drop. But... Jesus Christ. Ultima's insane. Oh, God. What's the second best for HP? But nothing comes close. Ultima's better. Obvious. Nothing comes close. Where's life magic? 900. I might try a mega weapon, but we'll see how this run goes. Honestly, with her HP, is she going to be just okay tanking the wind damage and reducing it by 18%? Maybe. Might be okay. Alright. Right. This might be all the confused magic we have then, 24. And it's surprisingly decent confused magic. You wouldn't think so, but it is. I wonder if you can silence Fujin. Trying to think what would actually be... Oh, I've only got 12 berserks. What would actually be good for stats? Blind be good? Haste will be good. If anyone's got speed, then that haste is going to be good. Does someone have speed? I don't remember. Quake might not be good with only 4, but yeah, we'll see. Pain's only 8, but we'll see. Does anyone have speed? No, not yet. Yeah, I mean, compared to Rinoa, these stats are shockingly bad. But they're probably not going to get much better. You never know. Whoops. Used to keep those Kyogres, really. And the cures, because obviously she's going to be healing. Fujin's immune to science. Good to know. Thank you. Right now, Zell, you need something. Just take whatever you can get at this point. I'll just experiment with those, but I'll likely be putting those back. That's awful. Cool. Actually awful. Wonder if this is going to be a solo Rinoa job at this point. So, Cure's being used. Put Cure and Kyogre back on you. I don't see double being used, but I could be wrong. Let's just try it. I don't want to use Berserk if I can help it. Let's get Protect on there. I'll give it No, I won't. You never know. Really don't want to use any of these if I can help it, but... desperate times, you never know. Aura's pointless to me in this run, I think. I can't imagine them being susceptible to any of these three. Nor break. Both meh. Triple situational. Only 2 firers. If there's only 2 firers, it could be used offensively. So could Thundigo. So the thinking is that I'm going to see what they can be, what I can draw cast for offensive, and we're going to see if I need to use any of the stocked magic. And if I do, it's going to be stuff like Fire, Thunder, and Thundiger, because I've only got a few of them anyway, so unless I'm probably not going to save them for junctions. Or it can still be used for junction. Yeah, true, if I can get enough of them. I wonder how many you can get, though. How many am I ever going to be able to actually get? There's more aura draw points than I thought there would be. I've already got 2 from the world map. There's 1 in Trabia Garden. I can get 8 from that. That gives me 10. Ooh, there's a rich aura draw point in Galbadia Garden during the Garden War. It's invisible and can only be visited once. That immediately puts me to 25 auras. Then there's 2 on the world map in Esther once you have reached Esther City, so 27. A rich world map draw point on the island closest to heaven, so that can give us 32. Another one, so 37. And another one, so 42. And then in the world map, Ultimacia's Castle, you can get 8. That can give you 50. And then 1 more on the world map. So 55 is the... No, I'm wrong. There's another one. 60. 65. 70. 75. You can get 75 auras. Something tells me I'm going to want 75 auras. We're not using a single aura for anything. Thank you, Papa Mustafa. Appreciate that. Look forward to a new video, Spyro, on the way soon. It's already on Patreon, if anyone's interested. I think the link to Patreon's in the description. That's how often I plug it. I don't even know if the link's there or not. I think it is. I think I put it there ages ago and then just left it there. But yeah, if you want to watch the Spyro the Dragon video that's already out, the new one, then it exists on the Patreon already. The kids would call that aura farming. Higher areas. Right, let's do the damn thing. The hell's going on? How far are we in 8? Disc 2, we're about to fight Raijin and Fujin. I think you have to, like, walk around here for a bit. Zell's mad. There you go. Menu took 22 minutes. That's like... Like, I don't mind doing it because I know what I'm doing in the menu. But I don't half think to myself it must be boring to watch sometimes. Unless you're super into this game. I didn't say hi earlier, and I'm sorry, misty-eyed. Yes, Nine Souls is a PS Plus game in May, which I'm looking forward to because I've not played it, and the reviews are glowing. Right, can I get to the draw point? I think you have to go to the... Yeah, you have to go to the hotel first and find out you can't go in there. Now you can go into Zell's room. I think Irvine accidentally sets off one of the guns, doesn't he? I remember that. Why are you dissing me? Why is she making this about me? So I think that's a free rest, isn't it? Yep, we're fully healed. Here's his T-board. I guess he got it back. They look expensive. And they don't look rich. And punch this. That's fun. And now to completely skip this entire puzzle. Hey Jack. How you doing? Puzzle skipped. Now we go back and save. I'm making the game take pity on you. I prefer it as abusing the mechanics. Right, turn off the speed up, I think. Be safe. Make sure you hold square in case there's any glitches. I really need to, like... I bet it's been done. I bet square's been held everywhere. The game's so slow now. There's no way this is default speed. Is this default speed, though? Christ. Speed it up. Haven't done a battle in this game in a while. Let alone a boss fight. What have they got to draw? Your basics. Your not so basics. We'll have this. I hope Zell's high enough level for this. And it's magic. You could be right, Carrie, but I do like 10s where the glass breaks. I guess they cast magic? And we're kind of need to stay as healthy as possible because this is a two-phase boss fight. So I believe Raijin absorbs thunder magic. So we can't defeat Raijin with his own magic, so we have to defeat Raijin first. With fire or blizzard. Good damage from Manoa with her high-ass magic. Kinda bad damage from Squall with his mid-ass magic. Utterly pitiful damage from Zell with his pitiful-ass magic. It's annoying because the memory doesn't remember what your target is. 37! That's the draw variance for you. They're both weak to poison, are they? I'll keep that in mind. Does Fujin absorb wind magic? She does, right? Damn, Angelo, don't do that again. I need them. Please. How about we don't do that? Angelo might just kill me on this one. He might screw bad dog, yeah. Jesus, Angelo. I didn't think about this. 8 damage, though. Why did we bring you? I know this is your home and all, but Jesus. Wonder how much HP he's got. Bit better, though. The reason Manoa was supposed to be a good choice is because Raijin won't hit her. Don't hit girls, you know. The soldiers will. Oh, 4,000. That's not too bad. Renault can get some high rolls. I said, don't hit Renault. Zell's mum's watching through the window. She's like, never met him before in my life. I never met you a day in my life. Oh, big damage. There you go. You got me, you know. Doesn't hit girls, so I don't think he was ever going to hit Rhino. So we don't get to heal, so Zell's going to die to a single tornado. Oh yeah, the strength up. 12 AP. See, that's a good reason to swap the abilities on the GFs like I did, because it's 2 fights back to back. And the second fight was going to force me onto like GF summon 10% or some nonsense that I don't want. I like how they physically ran over the soldier. I don't remember that. So, hold up. Raijin absorbs thunder. Fujin absorbs wind. If Fujin only has wind magic, then we can damage them both, but when one dies, we can no longer draw cast for damage, right? So the strategy might be to go back and forth on the damage, which is dangerous because that keeps them both alive for longer. Oh, because you can't use Tornado if you draw the Pandemonia. Right. So it might be wise to lower their HP evenly as best we can, and then finish one of them off and then expend some magic to finish the other one off. Maybe. If Raijin still won't hit girls, then maybe we defeat Fujin first. How much HP does Raijin have the second time around? Is it still 10? Still 4,000? Alright. So I'm thinking we defeat Fujin first, and I think you can just blast her with the Thunderer. But I will probably want Shell and Protect, at the very least, on Renoa. But maybe I get the Pandemonia first, just to get that Tornado out. She's got Aero, Cura, and Life. So Zell's dead. So she won't use Tornado anymore. Will she use any magic? That hurts. This might be a solo Rhino job. He's dead. No, not quite. He's dead. The cure is very nice, yes. If they survive long enough, I would have got one of them off on somebody, but I also don't think I need them. I could life them, I suppose, but do I need to? Because Rhino's got Protect. She can cure herself with Cure. I think she solos this. We don't even need Shell. Wait, no, can Raijin cast magic? Don't remember. I actually don't remember if Raijin casts magic, and obviously does a lot of physical hits. But he might not hit Rhino. He might not hit Rhino with those. Let's cast Aero on Raijin and see how much damage it deals. Okay, if he's got 4,000, it won't take too many of those, depending on the variance. Oh, he does heal himself with High Potion, doesn't he? I don't hit girls, you know. So he might be stuck there. Let's get one more on Raijin. No, he doesn't attack girls until you get to the Lunatic Pandora. Oh, that variance was bad. I'll have to reapply Protect at some point, but she's fast. She just got high magic defense or something. Yeah, Angela would be kind of helpful now. Maybe I'm just getting unlucky on the damage variance. I think Raijin is legitimately just stuck. He might High Potion himself when he gets damaged, but he won't attack. Ever. I think he's actually stuck. And she just only uses Zan. So this might have been the freest boss of all time. Which is hilarious. Angelo, my boy. Don't kill her too fast. Might have to put some damage on Raijin now. Okay. And okay. I didn't know you could do that. Never mind, back to the plan. I hope he runs out of High Potions. Because I've got no idea. Maybe Raijin's got to go after all. Hey, Clara. I think Raijin's got to go then if he's just going to keep throwing High Potions. I just need to hope I can damage him faster than he can heal himself. if he's going to go do 1,000 HP a turn. Thankfully, he seems to be quite slow. Good damage. Is he done? Nope. We're out damaging with RNG. Good RNG. Is Rinoa just gonna like solo the next few bosses? I don't remember. Does this mean that the GFs that Squall and Zell have equipped, do they just not gain AP? Because if that's the case, I probably should life them. They do get AP, so there's no need to life anybody. Knock at the door, 1 second. I might as well play it safe and get a cure in. I've got 1 million hyper potions, you know. The chair is thinking. Ooh, what is it thinking about now that I'm sat on it? I can't damage you with your own magic because you absorb it. And either we wait for Angelo to do the job, which we could do, or I could just throw some of these pitiful magics that we're never going to really make much use of at her with her high-ass magic stat. Alright, could have been better. 1 bio. Did I put bio on her? I think Squall's got bio, and I think it's because it's on one of his stats. So hold on. Get on your feet. Throw a bio at her. Oh, she's immune to poison. But she takes 150% from the element. So there's no point poisoning her. Or trying to poison her. Alright, reviving you was pointless. Oh, that's low damage. Just die. Demi works. I know that for sure. But I use a Demi right now. No, it might be good to keep. He's dead now anyway. Alright. I'll throw these at you. Just don't use arrow. We've got to use up some of the weak magic, ain't we? Otherwise, what's the point of hoarding it all? It's like hoarding items in regular playthroughs and never using them. Don't use an ether, I've only got 74 of them. It's the final boss! But there might be a final boss. Toge did his best. He might even come back. Whoa! 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 What the fuck was that? Stop it! She's crazy! No! Oh, thank Christ! It must be when she's on low health, yeah. Stop it. Is it every turn now? How am I going to get offense in? The dog's got to do it. The dog's got to do it. I just got to keep doing this. I did not need that extreme close-up of Renoa's nose hairs, but thanks. I honestly don't dare do anything other than heal myself. Because if I attack and then she sighs me and then she gets a turn just before me. Okay, she's back to Zan. Jesus Christ, Fujin. I'm gonna have a stress-free day today. Yes. Get down. She must do it when she's like in critical HP. But not every time. I don't know. 28. Sirloin. We need a name, guys. Need a name. P name. A P name. What's that cheese? Parmesan. Pancakes? Panna cotta? That wouldn't fit. Would it? Not quite. Pancakes are good. Panacea. I've never seen that move before. Definitely dropped me to 1 HP, and she must only use it when she's in critical. Parfait. I like Parfait, but if the summon was called something like Parfadora or something not nonsense like that, then I'd go Parfait. Porridge. Porridge is funny. I'm leaning more towards pancake or parmesan. Panama. Pancetta. Pancetta? Payday? Hello, BT. Hello, Count Fecula. Pantry. Pantry's funny. Pantry's funny, but I don't know if I like it more than pancake. What is pancetta anyway? There's 2 people have said that now. Pacifist pants. Hello, Luigi. RJ Pangetta. Meat. Diced bacon. Dyson. I might go pancake. Pardon? Pork belly? Pasty? Or just pastry? Oh, speed up. Jesus. Can't play this on normal speed anymore. Oh, pancetta is pork belly. Oh, that explains it. Thank you. Salted. Sounds like, it sounds pretty good, actually. I haven't had gammon in ages. I keep thinking I want lamb for dinner, but I never get it. I never feel confident enough to just take the plunge and get some lamb. I do like lamb, I just never take the plunge, you know? I'm in the status quo. You have to have Selphie with you anyway, right? Or does she run off by herself and make you change the party? I like how Squall gets to come back with 1 HP. But Zell doesn't. Can I rest in his room again? For free? No? No? Hey, his T-board's gone. Why? I know he interacts with it. Or someone interacts with it, depending on who's in the party, and I don't remember who. Lube and hot dogs. I don't want to know if he uses them together or not. Okay. The next lot of story stuff. Yeah, it's Trabia Garden now, isn't it? It's all story now, but there are some draw points in Trabia Garden. So maybe we'll get those at least, and then maybe we'll call it a stream after that. Speed climbing. Well, I'm gonna go. Can't leave. There better be a save point in here. Right, is this... Not this screen. There's the most hidden magazine in the entire game is on this screen, I think, and it's there. Can you see it? You can't see it because the avatars are in the way. But it's right in the bottom right of the screen. Squall is now standing on it. If the avatars move out of the way, you can kind of probably see it. You see that? Who's gonna see that? The most hidden magazine of all time, especially on the PS1, where it's, like, even harder to see. Ridiculous. Is there a save point? There's a magazine here, too. That's bullshit. Yeah, and it's a weapon magazine, too. Got some good stuff in here. I didn't even see it. Yeah, it's hard to see. On PS1, it was even harder to see. Can you leave? Probably not. Can? You can't. Best be a save point in here. These weapon upgrades will be very relevant. They have so far. With Berserk strats. Hey. Right, draw points. Whoops, cutscene. Didn't mean to. I've been atted on Discord. By the way, we have a Discord. Oh, it's a picture of Panacotta. Or Pancetta. Or Pangetta? Pantfetta? Looks like there's a lot of fat on that, or is it just me? I've been atted on the Gears of War Discord server as well. Jesus. I've been tagged all over the place. Let me just respond on Discord. Right. Yeah, it wasn't a cutscene, it was just a screen transition. I need to just try and find the list of draw points. In Trabia. Right. In front of the statue... I'm guessing it's the previous screen. You're not going to be able to get these again because you can't go back into Trabi. Can you piss off? Get the fuck out of my way. These kids, man. Ooh. I mean, considering the max is 15, very tempted to leave that. I could be here for ages trying to get close to 15 again, or get bang on 15 and never get it. I'm not messing about today, I'm tired. I'm tired, boss. We got 14 Thunder. Alright, there are 2 hidden ones. And that explains why. Didn't see them. I've moved Find on. You don't get variants of magic outside of battle with magic stat. It's purely RNG, just random. In battle it matters, but out of battle it does not matter. I don't think you're allowed to actually approach it. That could have been 8. That could have been 8. I don't mind trying for this one a few times. I'm not sure what use zombie would have, but we could potentially. I don't know. I don't know. Weave. Damage some with cure. Yeah, that's about the only real use. I don't know how many bosses it actually works on, if any. Maybe it works on the bosses that are susceptible to gravity as well. I don't know if that's something they did. So, unless it's for junctioning, I don't really know what the use for it would be, but I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Jesus. Maybe I'll just settle for 7. If only this were FF10 and zombie worked on the final boss. I think the reason status effects work on the final boss, the ones that do, is because the Yupagodas cleanse it every single one of their turns anyway, so... It's like, if you can make use of the limited time that you get to keep the status effect on the boss, then good job, kind of thing. Which helps make the game more of a puzzle compared to some of these other games, which are just damage races sometimes. 1. 2. Job done. Book 6. Don't draws. That's true, zombie acts like protecting this game. if we have Protect and Zombie, do they stack? Zombie boosts your defense, physical defense, and Protect basically halves physical damage. If you had Protect and Zombie, would that reduce physical damage by even more? Could you stack both Zombie and Protect in this game? That's worth pursuing. Right, I think that's all the draw points in Trabier. Yeah, there are only 2. No, 3. Sorry, 3. We don't get the next draw point now until we get inside Galbadia during the Garden War. Which is not going to be today. That will likely be tomorrow. You can stack them. Nice. Maybe I'll get these lengthy ass cutscenes out of the way. I don't know. I feel like I'm ready to be done for today, to be honest. And if I start a cutscene, it'll be like half an hour before it's over. And I've got to walk around as Irvine in the flashback anyway. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. That is Final Fantasy VIII draw only for today. We'll be back with the next part of this challenge tomorrow, start at the same time, which is 9:30 AM BST. Thank you all for watching. Please consider joining the Discord server. The link is in the description, I think. I'm sure all the links are in the description. I just haven't looked at the description in so long I forget. Yeah, if you're interested in watching the next Spyro video early, it's on Patreon. The only reason it's not on YouTube yet is because I'm still trying to get a bloody sponsor for it. Takes time, these things, I guess. But then I just figured, well, what's the point of making the patrons wait? I've got the video, I may as well just export it without the sponsor segment and just upload it to Patreon, let them have it, and then the sponsor takes as long as it takes. That's how I see it. Hope that's okay. Thanks, Adamants. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. First thing in the morning, 9:30 sharp. Go, let me catch you all slacking, or there'll be a detention after school. Bye-bye, everyone. See you.